Hello there, welcome along to Added Time here at Vicarage Road. In the lunchtime kickoff, it has finished Watford 0, Tottenham 0. Craig Shakespeare, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
I'll tell you what wasn't a pleasure, those dying moments there where we thought the ball may have gone over the line. Have you seen it?
I haven't yet.
I've got to do this for the purposes of Added Time. I'm going to show you a picture, Craig, now of just how close it was. A whisker.
It's not over. It's fine.
It's not over, you're right.
Yeah, it's not over.
What an introduction, though, for Ignacio, or Nacho, as he's known in the dressing room, to come in and do that on your debut in the Premier League. Wow.
He's had a whirlwind few days, really. Looks a very likeable lad. He's mixed in very well. Of course, ultimately, he's got to get on the pitch. And so I think after talking to him, he was very surprised about the pace of the game and
Really?
an introduction. But as you say, a goal line clearance. I think it will benefit him, although it was only 5-6 minutes. We'll look to introduce him now during the week. And he's getting to know the players, and let's see what he's capable of.
I mean, I know you've only been working with him for a few days, since Tuesday, but did you ever think he might be capable of something like that on his first game?
We're hoping that they only have to clear the ball off the line occasionally. We're obviously we're looking at him further forward. Hopefully he has the chances coming forward then.
Yeah, well, safe to say he's repaid some of his transfer fee anyway.
Yes, he has.
What does it say about the mindset of him as a player and as a team that as an attacking player, he's pulling off a move like that at a late stage in the game?
Well, I think since we've been here, what we've tried to get over is the team ethic is more important than the individual. And of course, as an individual, you complement to that team ethic. And you could see today, this was a difficult game against a team that last season, if you remember, were in the Champions League final. And I know they've had a change of manager, but we knew it was going to be a difficult game. I didn't think we particularly started that well, but we grew into the game, and you could see the collective spirit, because at times you have to dig in. You have to give the credit to the opposition, which today we did. But I thought we stood off them too much, actually, Emma, first half.
Yeah, I wondered what the feeling was at full time in the dressing room, because whilst you're quite grateful that it didn't go over the line and we didn't come away empty-handed, we had opportunities to win it.
Definitely, of course. Penalties are a massive opportunity to win the game, but what I thought was with Troy, it didn't let him affect his performance, and I thought he was immense throughout the 90 minutes. But we did have opportunities, and they had some as a 0-0, it wasn't a boring 0-0.
No, not at all.
On the side, and when you're involved in a team, it can feel a bit different, so the emotions can be very much high and low. But after the game, we're disappointed that we didn't win it because of the penalty. But overall, we know they had chances as well.
What was Troy like in the dressing room after? How did he take it?
Fine. You tend to get players that miss penalties apologise, but for me, there's no reason to apologise. They're there to take them, to score them, and he's won us numerous points this season
Is there that
already.
feeling in the dressing room that there's a bit of a let-off there with that, because he has won us so many points from that kind of position as well?
Yeah, massively. And as I say, he practices them during the week, and I have to say his quality and his success rate was really, really high.
Yeah.
So you have to give the goalkeeper a bit of credit today as well.
Yeah. As a 0-0, do you feel it feels different to the previous 0-0s that we've had against Crystal Palace, Sheffield United?
Well, I think a draw as such, as I said, you have to give the opposition a bit of credit today. They've got some very good attacking players, Son, Moura, Ali, who they had to take off, but they've got some real firepower. So I'd like to give the credit to us as a team, and defensively I thought we were outstanding again. That's another clean sheet.
Yeah.
That's another clean sheet, and that's important that we build on that, because we have got attacking players that can create. We've got attacking players that can win the game, but if you're not solid at the back, it doesn't allow you to go forward and win the game.
Yeah. With what you and Nigel are doing, how much value do you put on that approach, that you've just got to be difficult to beat? You've got to go and score your own goals, but half the battle is that clean sheet.
Well, I think that's a good starting point. I think the basics in any football game is very important. The basics is to defend well. And then if you can implement the attacking flair, of which we've got the players, but since we've come in, we've really endorsed the team ethic, as I said earlier, and it's vitally important that everyone buys into that, because you've seen that players, because of suspensions, because of injuries, get the chance, and when they get the opportunity, do enough to stay in.
Yeah. Just finally, how much are you enjoying it here? You and Nigel at Vicarage Road.
Yeah, it's a month, 6 weeks ago, I was walking my dog.
Yeah.
I was a coffee morning thinking, what do I watch on the telly next? And then you get the phone call, you come. I have to say the first week was not a rabbit in headlights, but I was trying to get to know everybody very quickly, because we had to get to know everybody quickly, and players, staff. But I've really enjoyed it. Results can make a difference into people's outlook, but I'd like to think that me and Nigel are quite balanced when we win, when we lose.
Yeah.
That's important, but enjoyment at the moment, and we know there's a lot more work to be done.
You have had quite the impact. Have you in any way surprised yourselves at all, or is this what you expected when you and Nigel came in?
Well, I'm not sure what you do expect, because I think you have to give it your best shot and be open with everybody, and then what will be will be. Of course, the idea is to be successful, to win games. We know it's not always that easy, but the idea of, we knew before we came that there was talent in the squad, so that hasn't surprised me. Probably the amount of points we've picked up, we're pleased about rather than surprised.
Yeah.
As I said, we've got a lot of points still to play for.
Yeah, certainly do. It's crazy. It's still January. It's a lot of time to go. Yeah. Busy week this week, but I suppose, just to wrap up, you've mentioned you've got a competitive squad there. Everyone wants a piece, don't they? Which is a bit of a blessing when you've got a lot of games coming up.
It is, and as you say, we go Villa, Tranmere, and then hopefully we have another cup game. But the squad will get used, the depth will get used, and it gives people an opportunity.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll get to Tranmere and actually get to play a game
and then
on
we'll
this
get there
Thursday.
and not have to come back.
All right, well, Craig, thanks ever so much for your time. Well done today.
You.
That brings us to the end of Added Time. For more reaction from today's game, do keep an eye out on our social media channels. But for now, we will see you on Tuesday at Villa Park.
Hey, click here for more videos. Thank you.
Yeah.